Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Bennett throwing right out of the gate here.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Okay, break. 60 bites, 60 bites.
They go play action here on first down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Let's go now.
From the 21, here's second down and 2. Give running right is Mitchell.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
And he is going to have the Niners first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Here is 3rd and 5.
19 right. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That is caught. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Warriors 70.
Mitchell is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Mitchell again. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3 tight ends up front here, third and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't give the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. You look at this Niner defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I just consider myself...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And across the chalk, in the end zone, it's a 40-yard touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Going right back to Akers.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You look at this Niner defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Throw left side complete. That's Stubb.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Bennett. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Van Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
19 tight. 19
Second down
tight.
and a yard.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
From the 46, here's second down and 8.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is out quickly to the right. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short.
The 45-yard line. It's a turnover on down.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, it's Bennett.
Flush to his right.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Bennett.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Deion Henley there on the tackle.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Off play action. Here's Bennett.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and a yard.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Right side, and he finds Gray.
There he goes, right side.
He's still on his feet.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Danny Gray,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
And Bennett will look to throw.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Henry.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tempo. Ready.
He'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline, and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Bennett now off play action.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
See what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing here on third, Bennett.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's down the field for Jefferson. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw to a target and get that pass away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They'll go for it. Here's Bennett.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Throwing on 1st down, Bennett.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Danny Gray
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with You and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mitchell.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On third down, here's a run by Akers.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw.
He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Touchdown, 49ers! A big play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them...
And he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Bennett now.
He completes it to Hunter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They'll run here with Akers.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Cowboy 80.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Mitchell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
19 Tigers, 79 Broncos. Hey.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Cockrell holds it in left side.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
119 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll look to throw. And this complete to Mitchell. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 60 yards.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the 49er hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chouanni
Down the right sideline.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes, L.A. football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And some room to work. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He finds his man, complete. It's stuffed. Touchdown! A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Rams have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Sanders now to have the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Rams 49, 49ers 45.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So there you go. Send your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
It's second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Buffalo 18. Ready?
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Down the sideline it goes. Touchdown, 49ers.
A big play there. 57 yards.
And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stump. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Here's second down. Bennett.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Now Bennett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And now an audible here into something else.
Back to throw.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
He'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
He's back to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Los Angeles, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.